I just fished out. I pre-baited this yesterday afternoon. It's a stretch of the river which I fancied for a few years now, but I've never fished it. But there's fish there. Let's zoom in on it. There you are. So I pre-baited it yesterday. So I've never fished this swim before. It's my first time on the river this year, properly. Well, it is, it's this year. So I'm going to have a go, hoping to get some dace. Possibly some bonus small chub or perch. Mitsy's with me. She's rooting around in the gear already. She's been a bit unsettled because she doesn't know the area. And she's just knocked my bucket over. Yes, you'll follow if you run through it. So I'll catch up with you in a short while. I'm sitting on seat box today. It's not very level. I could get down into the water, but I've got Mitsy with me, so it'll be a bit of a point. Testing 1, 2, 3. Got a flicker of float out there. See the floats. Waiting like a sack of shit. Right, okay, I'm not gonna stay. I wonder if the camera's on. Yeah, it should be on. Right, just set up a 2 gram Lizzie wag. A little bit of bulk underneath it just to trim it off, and a single number 8, but I've left about a 12-inch drop on it. If I've got to put a number 8 on a something, not number 8, a number 10 or something like that on there. Single bronze maggot. I have put a little bit of ground bait out there, got the catapult there, and there's a little bit of a crease there, I don't even see it. So my idea is I've fed it just beyond that tree there. And the plan is to get onto the crease. It's very shallow, that's why pointless going on the stick float. Get into that, drop the rod, a few little maggots onto the swim. That was a bit of a useless one. I need to just get this float just so it's just swimming right. And at the moment it's not. Bit of rock in here, you see. First time I fished it, there's definitely loads of rock in it. So the idea is to get on there. I'll reel back into it if I have to. Let's try again with the magnet. Hold on to the float a little bit. Just on the edge of it. Right, just come out of it. Not ideal using a whizzing wag. I might actually have a look at it because I didn't bring many wagons with me. But the idea is these things, dace. Now, this stretch of river is a lot of those dace come up in the ribble. They come up here to spawn and then spend most of the summer up there. And there's plenty here. So you don't really need anything for dace fishing. You don't really need anything complicated. You know, on a shallow swim like this, you don't need no fancy gear. The whole idea is I'm just going to sit either in the crease, just on the edge of the crease. I'm not arsed. There's bait there. That was a bit of crap though. I've got a little size 16 hook. I need to get this float so it's just right, because I'm going to keep constant feeding. Nice 13-foot rod. Getting bites. You've got to remember, I mean, we don't know what's in here yet. It could be minnows, all sorts of stuff. So I've just fed a minute ago. I'm not going to feed again. I'm just going to let that go down on the crease. Just in the flow, and it's dipping away. And there we go. Oh, we just bumped that one. Not even going to change that maggot. Just straight back out there. I need to get into a routine. I might even feed, like double pouch feed, and then just fish over the top of it. Just to sort of like speed things up, because it's definitely there. and I want to keep them as tight as possible in this area. I don't want to go wandering off down the swim. I've fished the swim once before for the 20 minutes, and it was very good. Stamp was a lot higher than this, but it was about 2 years ago. I only put about 20 minutes in, and I went, oh, I'll come back to that swim, because I was fishing another swim, and I believe it or not, I fished it dry. It was that short, this run, that it couldn't hold any more fish, and I filled the keep there, and then it just dried up, tried everything, and it's one of those. It happens. So I'll just keep putting that bait out on the crease so it'll flow down a little bit, which will help draw up the fish, and then hopefully when I put the ground bait in and stuff, which will draw fish from down there, there's absolutely nothing in the ground bait. It's just a hemp and halibut Indus ground bait mixed with half and half with bread feed, and I'll mix it quite dry. I'll chuck it in. I want it to flow down. Now if I want it to mix it up for a ball to stay on the bottom, I'll put a bit more extra water on a couple of balls. I'm not going to sort of spoil it, because I might go on the feeder in a short while, because I'll put a few halibut pellets out just to see what's in the area. And the whole idea is to keep the rigs as simple as possible, like I say. As quickly as possible, just, you know, that's why I'm going for single maggot, because with single maggot it doesn't take long to put it on the hook. Just keep putting that bait. Now just come out of the crease slightly there, but it's not the end of the world. Bit of swirling going on out there. I will change that maggot, it got smashed up a bit. In fact, I'll leave that smash one on. Gives me an opportunity to just put an extra maggot on, so it's a little bit heavier bait. Don't mind casting past. I put a bit of bait out a minute ago. I'm just going to let this one run down. I'm just getting to a routine now. The nailing area might be over there. Just have a look. I'm not interested in the double. It's unusual. Dace usually love a big bait. Straight into the pile of the magnets that I just put out. Let it flow with it. Definitely a bite then. Not interested in the double. Just keep it simple as possible. What's that? There's a pile of fish right under my feet. I might be just fishing out. There's a nice little chub look there. Now, idiot here. I've got all the GoPro ready and all the rest of it. Because I was that excited about coming out, I forgot it. So here is a little chublet which is completely different to the dace. There you go. I can tell the difference. A lot of people can't, but there you are. Elusive. Right, I'm going to switch the cameras off for a short while, and we'll come back in later and let you know how we're getting on. Bigger fish, you know. The float's getting dragged under, and it's a little bit big, this float, but it'll have to do. I don't feel I've got anything else. I'm going to have swap these up, put a bit of lead on the line to cope with it. It's a little bit sensitive to bottom to fish the vizzy wag, unless I go for a heavier vizzy wag, which I can do, but I do actually own quite a few. These are 5 AAA. It would have been better if they were 3 AAA. Oh, hang on, what have I got here? This might do it. I'm going to have a dick around with a float, something with a bigger top on it. Yeah, I'm going to go up. Going up at 1.5 gram. It's a bit long, but I'll give it a shot. So what I've done is I've just had a look further down the swim, which makes sense because there's a lot of big fish coming up there. A little bit slacker. Obviously, I can feed here, like I have. It's a little bit deeper down there, so we're going to go into the deeper water. I'm a little bit of a chuck now because it makes sense. I've got a heavier waggler on, and we'll feed further down the swim, which is the right thing to do anyway. Must be just clicking a couple of rocks in the closer area. That feels a lot cleaner. Might be able to get deeper. Have a look. Stick another 3 inches on that. Don't mind trailing it on the bottom a little bit. Stick some bait on there, just see what happens and get rid of that. I always pick up a bigger fish, you know, like, because using a big float like this and actually fishing on the bottom, got a better chance of actually nailing something that's closer to the bottom. So there's fish there, just keep feeding it. I've drawn fish into the area, don't have to be banging in there. Just keep pulling it out. Hopefully when I've been fishing it for a while, those maggots have drawn a lot of fish in. Just sitting nice on look at that tree. Hard to distinguish it. I mean, it's not like a stick sort of thing. There's definitely fish on it because we've watched them, but there's also a chance that there could be, it's like it's going to rain, a load of minnow on it. You don't know. Anyway. What I can remember right last time for when I fished, we only fished it for 20 minutes. I actually found a section of it, it was about 6 feet deep. Which is more than above average on here, but it is quite rocky down here. here. Might just keep pushing the look. See how far you can actually keep pushing that down those 6 inches. Because these sections are really like this, it's just rock. You know what I mean? You're asking for trouble. If you can get dace to fish high up in the water, that's a bonus, but I do prefer catching lower down. Yeah, the stamp seems good. That's a lot deeper than another quality dace. Beautiful, look at it. Just stick to the single magnet. Need to get into a routine, you know, a good routine. That's not a good routine, is it? I don't mind over putting some bait in. It's working a treat, this. A lot deeper. Nice area. Stamps improved. Right, I'm going to keep pushing that limit on how deep I can actually go in that area. I'll catch you in a short while. Right, I actually dug into the bag. Look, I have my stick float set up from last winter, and look what depth I've just found out there. We ain't getting an accurate reading on there, and I was sort of watching it and I thought, you know what, it is a good stick float to swim. It will flow, I can hold it back as long as the rod's long enough. So I picked a 17 footer up with what looks like a really heavy settle with a really heavy bulk, and I've put the heavy bulk on, basically to get it down to the bottom rather than mucking around at the top, because I decided that I'll fish a little bit more positive with the bait, so even double pouching if I need to, and I actually can hold back on it absolutely perfect on that crease. I know full well I'm getting the bait right to the bottom. Central track with a crease on it, you just got to take it every time. Fair enough, it's not as fast as Furious, but might even be able to go deeper, but I'd like to flip that bulk up and just got to try and loosen it up a bit. It's been pretty down for a while. I don't think I'm even on the bottom. I really don't. It must be deep, because I thought last time I thought I found a run on here about 6 foot deep. I really need to, I think I need to push the bait up. Got that might account for it. Dog shit casting. doing that again. And I'll thump that bait right to the bottom because of that big bulk we've got on it. So hopefully the stamp will improve. It always does. And it is. You know what I mean? It's a good bait that. Tell you what, you can get some ones that are nearly double that size. Some real brutes, especially at this time of the year. For some strange reason they just sort of hang around up here. You can go double pouch the maggots and go hold on to the floats. I know I'm in a deep hole there, or a deep central track anyway. Yeah, well, I've just pulled in. I'll just show you what I've done. I just wet up ground bait. I've just put a few maggots in it and made a couple of stodgy balls. I'll just show you where I'm putting it, and then I'll quick chat with you what's been going on. So I've just put some balls out there, about 4 or 5. Let it settle and jump back on it very soon. Yeah, when I was fishing that big water, which is like 80 hectares, and I actually found a depth of water. I found 17 foot. Little did I know that the temperature was going to spike that day. And I'm not making excuses, because I spoke to one of my mates, Neil, who's a local, and he's had 6 fish, I think, in as many sessions, or 3 fish in 6 sessions, but night time. I can't do nights. I work all week and all the rest of it, and house to keep, you know what I mean. I've got to do my own stuff, washing, cleaning, all that lot. I can't go out all week. I've got the dog to look after, so that's my limitation. There's no way I can do a night session. I don't particularly want to, just to get one bream. It's carp tactics, it's sitting on big beds of bait. It's very crude, it's not the most technical stuff, is it, on this planet? Anyway, I don't think the days of catching loads of silverfish and catching a few big bream, which what I was hoping for, are there anymore. I don't know why, whether it's been predated or there's fish there. We know there's fish there. Don't really see them, and I'll show you on there, but the sonar didn't show anything. Anyway, so I've had no want to do anything else since then. It's just like, I just want to find my own bit of water anyway. I think I found my own bit of water here. It's quite lucky, because it's only 5 minutes away from the road. So anyway, I'm going to get back on with this in a few minutes, and we'll see how it pans out. You know what I mean? There's nobody been fishing it, so see what happens. Bit of a rarity for down here, but a lovely roach. I'm going to be using that crease a little bit more. I'm going to get into the flow on the far side of that crease. And I've doubled it up to double maggot, but I need to get the presentation just right. It's just not working properly yet. Get the bait a little bit further out and all into the flow. You get the presentation just right and just slow it down enough, and you just get the bites, and you tend to be a good stamped fish. nice dace. Come out up. Need to shorten it, very good cast. That landed like a sack of crap. Still not feeding right. I need to get that bait a little bit further out. A nice mixture of fish now. It's a nice dace. Just don't think I've got into a good rhythm yet. Let's see if we can get us feeding on. Totally buggered that up. That's better. Kilos. Beautiful. Oh, that felt better. Bit rusty, I think. But stamps exactly how I wanted it, you know what I mean? Much bigger fish. So let that sat in that deeper water and just got to get that, make sure I've got that bloody float bunning right. I'm not sure if that pre-baiting that I did yesterday is out, so I'm, I'm glad if it has. But really, I can't complain about this stamp, and if I'm a little bit rusty, I'm a little bit rusty. Get into my rhythm, get me casting right. reaction when I'm holding back in the flow a little bit. Bites very quick though. That went like a sack of spuds. Stamp's still good. Gotta get it in that flow. I'm just gonna get minnored off. That's what a lot of the issues are. That's a dace. One of those big ones I told you about. It's a chub though. No chublet. You can tell straight away. Well, it's a chub. I'd say about nice one. Yeah. Don't, what you do, keep walking up there, and there's a path here, don't come down here, there's a path here. Calm down, you wrap round that. Sun's come out, fishing's doing alright, but Mitsy's upset. My wife's just been down with Lulu and Ziggy. I did have that chub. I was hoping I was going to get a run of chub. I had a few more dace after that, but it was playing up a little bit, but it does need cleaning. The only problems with the old 506, you do need to give them a regular clean. Anyway, Mitsy's not settling. It's gone a bit hot. I've got a bit of an headache. So, there's an upstream wind, which is good. You know what I mean? I don't mind an upstream one. But moved the put a little number 8 dropper right near the hook length, which is showing the bike's coming, and I've dotted that float down as well, so I'm seeing the bikes better. Like the reel's playing a little bit. I could do a re-spooling it actually. The line's alright, but it needs a bit more on the spool. Right, let's see if we get a couple more fish and then we're going to wind it up, I reckon. Just try and get on a roll on a few fish, just so I feel like, oh, I've done it justice today. plenty of bait on that. Keep my line tight to that float. And I think definitely going to be the last fish. And that's a big roach. Nice fish to end on. Absolutely beautiful. Check that out. That's a cracking roach. Bit bloody. Lovely roach. Right. I'll empty the nets and we'll go have a quick look at them.